Hey everybody, welcome back to Forgotten Fates, a D&D 3.5 edition campaign. We're currently in Season 7, although it might be 6, according to YouTube. I have to check that. But it's definitely week number 3.
At least you got that right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So before we start rolling too far into this, because I'm going to start rolling for the days now. Kel, I needed to ask you something important.
It's 6. Go.
You put the unconscious princess in your room, left a note.
Yeah.
Did you close the door on the way out?
Yeah.
Okay.
She can't get out.
Shut up.
She can't get out because she can't work the friggin' key, the handle.
Kel,
Sorry.
you return to the ship for safety.
Yep.
Oh, Lord.
All right. How long would you wait to go check? Would you go check?
Morning.
Okay. It's like to say you go back in a week.
It's an immediate problem, so it's morning.
Yeah. I love that. There'd be that note with the pen. There'd be "help me" written all over the walls and the corpse up against the door. I was going to be wonderful, but
No, you saw how I wrote it, so it would definitely be going immediately.
Okay. So morning will come around with no more incidents. You wake up, oh, you're good.
Okay.
You had this fucked up dream. It's pretty bad, but it's all right. Don't worry about it. Flashbacks. I think you've been attacked by a vampire once, haven't you?
Yeah, I have.
Oh.
Okay.
Circle's undisturbed?
Yeah, circle seems undisturbed.
That's good news for the vampire.
Yeah.
Too bad she's not evil.
Okay. So you wake up. Your intent was to head to the manor.
Straight there? Yeah.
You get there.
Yeah. Is Felix awake still?
Yes.
So he's just not sleeping. He's just powering through.
No, he does sleep.
All right.
He sleeps in small amounts.
Because he's small.
Power nap.
Interesting.
Power nap.
So he's not sleeping. Okay. Wow.
No, he does sleep. He told me he wasn't going to go drive himself crazy, but he's definitely trying to isolate all the different factors of the Ost potion.
Okay. Good luck. Let's go to my room.
All right. You get up to your room.
Yeah.
And you will see that the elven girl has been awake for a little bit. She's gotten herself dressed and she's reading that note. When you open the door, she immediately glances over.
I'll just wait silently.
She looks back down at the note to finish reading it. What did you write this in?
She was an elf, wasn't she?
Yeah.
It would have been an elven.
Okay. All right. So she finishes reading that through Elven and then immediately begins speaking to you in Elven.
Okay.
And she asks, can we try again for my mother?
Responding in Elven, obviously. We can. It would take time to make another salve.
She nods. Said, it was horrible. They were feeding us, but then they stopped.
Well, I think that's because there was a changing of the ship. The ones that captured you, we got rid of. And we didn't know you were on board.
She just kind of nods. Can I wait here until we get my mother?
Yeah, you're free to stay here. Did you need something to eat? Kind of motion to the main room.
She looks. You catch a ravenous hint in her eyes, but she walks up delicately and starts walking gracefully towards the next room.
Okay. And just motion her down to the table, down in the hearth, whatever area.
Yeah, she seems to glide down the stairs.
Okay.
Steps up to the table and looks back at you. Looks at the chair.
What would I say? Help yourself.
You see she looks somewhat offended, but sits down.
All right.
And starts trying to scoot the chair up.
Where's the money at right now?
It's piled up in the middle of the room.
I'm going to go climb into that pile looking for another diamond.
Okay. You find several with no trouble.
So I found another one that looks like it's going to work.
Yeah. You see that she's eating a lot, but slowly and in small bites if you ever glance over.
I would, just to kind of see what's going on.
She's making use of the right silverware.
You know, we usually don't have people around here with your table manners.
When you start to speak to her, she holds the napkin up over her mouth. And will respond, do you have guests often?
We've had a few guests, yes.
Once my mother is returned to me, I would like to return to Evermeet.
Evermeet. Where's Evermeet?
Home of xenophobic high elves.
Where's that located? Do I know?
It is in the ocean. You'd have to go pretty far to the south, probably from now, like mostly south.
Okay.
From where you're at this point.
Like where I'm at on the ship or where I'm at in the...
On the ship.
Okay.
Maybe a little southwest, but mostly south.
How did you guys get to where you were?
She's still holding the napkin up. Our ship was boarded. There were pirates. They captured most of us and killed some.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. Would you mind? Seems rude to speak without names.
She says, "Pardon me, Lord Milner." You said Lord in your letter, didn't you?
I didn't.
Nope. Pardon me, Sir Milner. Mr. Milner, I guess would be the right title on this one. Let me grab this book. My name is Princess Farina. Heir to the throne of Evermeet.
Evermeet?
That's it? Evermeet, yeah. That's the Elven Elven city or Elven nation.
That's where the chicken colliders.
Oh, don't even.
How old is this particular elf? Best guess.
You're going to guess she's probably about a maybe a 15-year-old elf.
Okay, the equivalent. I got you.
Yeah. She's a bit younger than Haavia would be.
And sorry, Princess Farina, where's your father?
He should still be at Evermeet. I do not know if he's aware of what happened. I'm sure he would reward you handsomely for our return.
I'm just wondering how to get you to there. It's quite a detour, you see.
Well, you would certainly sail there at once.
Well, we're currently on another mission.
You see, she's gonna have a little bit of a curt to the end of that voice. Are you returning an empress somewhere else? She kind of like one eye a little bit wider than the other when she looks out and just.
Not today.
Oh, I see.
So your mother, was she gifted in magic?
No,
Are you perhaps gifted in magic?
no, we don't do such things.
Well, then we have ourselves quite a conundrum. You see, you were on the ship. I'm not the captain. And I don't think he's going to shift his journey somewhere else.
Surely he wouldn't order a royal or wouldn't ignore a royal request.
I don't think he cares for royalty.
She's gonna kind of raise an eyebrow.
He doesn't care about titles at all.
What a strange fellow.
I'd be more than happy to help you. I just don't know if I have an answer to your problem currently. But I could probably help you with your mother.
Well, for the time being, I suppose it is comfortable enough here. She kind of just looks around. I suppose this will do.
The door. I kind of forgot. Don't shut it.
She looks at you just like in shock.
I know. I understand, you know.
Well, how am I supposed to get my privacy?
It's a big enough room. Is it an L-shaped room? Or is it just like a long...
There's a bit of an L shape, yeah.
Set up, what's that stupid thing called? A
Screen.
privacy screen.
Do you have access to some dividers?
Not currently, but I could probably see what we could do.
Yes, if you'll see to that.
I'll find someone who can.
Boy. Chop, chop.
Quite. Well then, carry on. Yeah. You're dismissed. And she goes back to her meal.
No wonder her mom didn't want to come back. Jesus.
Imagine I said that. That'd be fucking hilarious. No wonder your mom didn't want to come back. Cunt. Let's go bug Felix.
Okay.
Is that like a pun because of the crickets, or?
Ooh.
Maybe.
Let's go
Okay.
bug.
So you start walking over. You hear you see another poof of smoke coming out of Felix's laboratory. Felix, you have just produced a fire-breathing cricket.
Oh, okay.
It's rapidly growing in size. What do you do?
How rapidly is wrapped? Have enough time to squash it or something?
Yeah, you'll squash it. Its leg keeps growing out from under your glove for a second and then falls limp.
Okay. Yeah. Okay then.
What would you say to that?
What would I say to that? Okay then. Would probably be what I said to that.
Okay then.
Yeah, pretty much.
That
was
a fail.
unexpected. That's the first time that's happened. My goodness.
So
It was a fire-breathing cricket that was okay. Was it
growing
turning
rapidly.
into a dragon?
It was getting scaly. It's entirely possible.
Okay. Interesting.
It's going to take a lot to get that property focused.
We're gonna put a note beside that one that says bigger room.
So, Kel, you peek over into the laboratory just as you see that one. You hear Felix as he smashes this thing. Okay, then. It's writing on the bottle, bigger room.
Felix, you got a moment?
Sure. How did the cells work?
One
looking-
worked.
I'm giving him one that's over, like he looks pretty clean.
One worked. The other one didn't.
It didn't work. I mean, they were identical. Well, unless the spirit rejected to come back. I mean,
I
sometimes-
kind of felt like that's what happened.
yeah. Well, sometimes people don't want to come back to life. You see.
But now I have another problem.
Oh,
Well, I have her bones.
her bones. Ugh, I
Yeah.
thought she was only dead a week or so.
Well, yeah, I guess things different at sea. So
Fretzy. He scratches his head.
yeah. So I have her daughter upstairs.
Okay.
She's kind of a young princess elf of
Oh, a young princess. My goodness.
high elf empire of Evermeet. I'd like to bring back her mother, but I think maybe she has to apply the salve. I don't know. Would you be able to make another salve?
Take me the same amount of time as the previous batch, but I would need more diamond, obviously, as long as you can provide with the materials.
Here you go.
Oh, okay, thank you.
He just produces another diamond out of nowhere.
Yeah. Well, excellent.
She
Scratches his head again.
Do you have much experience with royalty?
Thought that was more of your department.
Okay. She's young. She actually enjoys being royalty. She's a little bossy.
He kind of laughs like that.
You need to watch out. I don't know what she's going to do, but she'll be staying in the manor house for the time being. I hope she doesn't disturb you.
I see. Okay then. All right. Thanks for the warning, I suppose. Did you let her know of my being here? And
I told her your name's Felix
okay.
and to not disturb you.
Does she know of my workshop and so
Not
on?
particularly.
Okay, if you could perhaps relay that information, at least she wouldn't accidentally stumble in here and unwillingly, unknowingly, and
Well,
perhaps
I
hurt
did-
herself or burst in.
I did
And-
tell her you had a laboratory and you were in it. I didn't tell her where it was. I could go back up there to tell her, I guess. She knows not to go near it, but I don't know. Royalty.
Right. Well, I will put a latch on the door for now, then, at the very least.
All right. So when should I come get that salve?
In approximately, insert value here.
Tomorrow.
All right, I'll be back at that time. You just
Excellent.
knock on the door. I assume it's going to be latched.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. I go back up.
As you come back up and you're climbing out, you see a portal open up, and everyone's favorite problem child walks through.
This ought to be good, I say to myself.
Haavia, you
You
walk in. You see Kel climbing out of Felix's laboratory, and a young high elf in fancy dress sitting at the table eating strangely.
Using utensils.
Boy, what are them shiny bits you using?
You notice for a second that she holds up the glass and then looks around and just reaches out and pours her own.
I'll walk over, grab a date, and then I'll head over to Felix's lab. Not paying any attention.
Mm-hmm. She paid you no mind.
Yep. I think we picked up another one that I'm not going to comment on for high elves. High elves.
So you head to Felix?
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, is
So-
Kel still coming out of the ladder? Or
Kel probably is out now.
Busy day.
So,
Excuse me.
He's climbed out all the way.
Kel, you got a second? I have a question on this word. I don't know how to pronunciate it.
pronounce.
Oh, he don't.
Or that
That's
one.
pronounced. Good job.
It's pronounced.
Oh, it's pronounced? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
I'm sorry, was that the word?
No.
Oh. What's the word?
It's this word. I'll just point into the
Bird.
book.
It's
This book.
that word is run. It goes
Oh, come
steam
on.
spot run.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
It's run.
Run?
R-U-N. Run.
So which one's the R?
That one.
This is going about how I had planned.
So C spot run. Who's Spot?
Gonna die.
Yeah.
Have you thought about picture books?
What are those? This is all he was giving me to read. This and some cookbook. I don't want to know how to learn how to cook.
He was a pirate. Well, sorry, a sailor.
Scholar.
Philosopher.
Tinker, tailor, soldier, spy.
A man of many things. The most interesting man in the world.
A man. He told me he was a man of many feathers. Now he's literally a feathers. Sorry.
Okay. When you say that, the parrot cocks his head at you.
I'd cross my
Roll
arms.
fortitude.
I would have crossed my arms at that.
Yeah. Roll me a fortitude check. DC 15. Man of many feathers. Now he's literally a man of many feathers. Yeah. You see Haavia go solid stone. You see the parrot go, gonna die. Wasn't me.
Okay.
Thinking about it.
I'll be back tomorrow. Just think, you won't be hungry.
You see as you're walking by, the princess has one eyebrow raised slightly, but goes back to what she was doing.
Tip my head.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow.
All right. Yeah. You step through the you're stepping through the portal. The parrot. What a cunt. Ah!
I was warned she did not have social graces. Some lessons take a while to fit.
Okay. Well, tomorrow. On the bright side, Haavia, you will be saving some blood for one night. Maybe you'll be nicer to poor birdies.
She has no comment because she's fucking stone.
Like the audience is made of stone. All right. The night's a little rough. You are skirting the edge of the storm. But Tim seems to be doing his job.
Of fucking time.
Y'all don't have any trouble. The next morning arrives.
Let's go get my salve and turn Haavia back to flesh.
All right. You know, you Dermot, do you have anything? Stop me if you ever have anything.
I'm good.
Okay.
Okay, I want the salve first.
All right. So you step through the portal.
Yeah.
When you come through the portal, you notice that the princess is over there inspecting the iron golem, who's just standing in the corner. You see Haavia still mid-laugh, frozen.
Okay.
Right in the same spot. And Felix's lab right where you left it.
I wouldn't touch that if I were you. Knock on the latch door to the Felix's lab.
She looks back to you and kind of nods and steps back a step and continues looking at it.
So I'm knocking on Felix's door.
Not knocking on feet. Okay.
Hello?
It's Cal.
Oh, one moment. Click, clap. Wrangle. Click, 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 click. Clap, jangle. Ratchet. Okay, come on in.
Open the door.
It's got hydraulics on it now.
Come in. Did you finish the salve? You're muted.
You made two.
Salve. Yes, two, right here.
Two.
Salve.
Okay.
Just in case.
Oh, thanks.
No problem.
I guess we'll try this again.
Hey, wait a minute. Wouldn't have I had diamond then left over from
Yeah,
the
I was
last
just
time?
thinking that.
If I get two per attempt?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
So you must be using that on another experiment. Diamond. Thank you, Cal.
Not diamond, yeah. Not diamond.
Oh, that's right. You know, no, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Just because of your potions, the way they do work, you usually make two each time, but you only have the mats for one. So you do only
Okay.
have one. Sorry.
Okay, no, it's
But
okay.
you can make something else at the same time.
That sounds like, wait a minute. Yeah, okay, we're good.
So take one other spell you have access to, and you made one of those also.
Yeah, in case accidental stoning. Here. Take this salve.
Has this been tested?
Well, it's just as reliable as my resurrection salve, I assure you.
Do I have to apply it with my hands?
Well, or a brush. I mean, as long as it's applied thoroughly.
I think I've touched enough young elves for one day. Keep that.
There's something Kel never thought he'd be saying.
Yeah. You hang on to that. I'll just fix it with the song.
Well, I'll leave it here. This is the case. I point to it with the signs it's saying in case of emergency stoning.
Oh.
Stoning.
That's good.
It's right over here.
Can we get in your lab without you? Okay. Good talk.
I mean, you could use the key to get to me, as long as I'm here still.
But
I don't know if it works if I'm stoned.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Well, you had someone you could test that on right now.
Hey, yeah. Well,
Did you need a subject?
why? You know someone that's stoned?
Yeah, Haavia. She's right up there.
Haavia stoned?
Yeah, she pissed off Morph.
Oh my,
She made a joke in terrible taste.
that's most unfortunate.
I mean, I was going to turn her back.
Of course. Well, I mean, there's no harm in testing then, I suppose, if she shows up as a blip.
Well, do you need my help? I mean, otherwise, you can just go ahead. She's right up there.
Oh, well, all right, I start.
Go up.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure all the mechanisms are not gonna lock me out.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So you see him go by all the different levers and gizmos. That's on the way to close the door. He gets up to the top and props a stick up to keep it open.
There's just sticky wedges in the hinges.
Yeah. It's a door stopper. It's still in the package. You walk over to the map. Haavia is not on the map.
Okay. Well then.
Is that princess around?
Yeah, she's still over. She's over there inspecting the iron golem still. When she sees you'll start climbing out, you notice she's watching Felix now. And starts walking over towards him.
Forgive me, Princess Farina? Felix? Princess Farina?
She curtsies. How do you do?
Pleasure to make your acquaintance, my lady. I'll kind of bow. Hopefully the accommodations are to your needs.
They are suitable.
If I can do anything for you, let me know. I'll be in my workshop tinkering. Oh, I'm like looking back at the statue
Yeah.
You ask.
and kind of like poking it.
What sort of work do you do in your lab, good Felix?
Alchemy, experimentation, that sort of deal. Some brewing, of course. Spirits and what have you.
Might I have a look?
Well, sure, I can give you a tour. As long as you don't touch anything.
Of course not. I wouldn't know where to begin. I'm just curious, is all.
I'll give you a quick tour then. Kel, do you want to join us?
She's not going anywhere.
All right.
Okay.
The princess goes over and who go down first? You going down first, Felix? All right. She comes down after you, and she starts looking around at everything, and then looks over to you expectantly.
Well, I started giving her the general tour of what's what, and this is where I do my potions, and this is I don't know my actual layout, so I can't really go.
Okay, so you give her the grand tour. Kel, you are there, right? So you also get the grand tour of Felix's laboratory with this.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. The DM works in mysterious ways.
Yeah, if you ever need to make any potions, I know you tinker in alchemy as well. Feel free to come down, and I'm sure we can share a workspace.
I'm nowhere near as talented as you are, clearly, looking around.
Well, I appreciate the compliment, but, no harm in experimenting. Well, as long as you minimize the harm, I guess, experimenting. Sorry, I said the
Safety first.
Felix starts showing around to all the different potions and everything, his different experiments. This one, he was working on a potion of time stop. It was coming through the dripper, but it stopped.
Solid. Look at that.
Drops suspended in midair.
Well, that's about it. Nothing real exciting going on. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this cricket leg.
Yeah, her eyes widen at that, and but she keeps her composure. Thank you for the tour,
My pleasure.
and starts to head back out.
Maybe I'll dispose of this leg in the fire with the chicken. Grab the leg. Make sure my stick in the door is propped.
Yeah, you can use a leg for that from now on.
Oh, nasty. No, that's not happening.
Cricket leg hinges on his door.
Every time it opens, it creaks like a cricket.
Once you're done with that and she climbs out, she starts to climb the stairs and head back up to the room, leaving y'all to your devices.
I think Haavia might have needed you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll chuck the leg in the fire. Right, Haavia. All right. I'll head back down. Grab my golem brush and my gloves and the salve.
Okay.
You don't need my help for this, right?
Oh, I mean, I don't need your help. Any help is appreciated, but you don't have to go out of your way.
Well, I think I need to see to the princess.
Understood. Not a problem.
All right.
Yeah,
I'd love to hear how it goes.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna walk off, but
All right.
continue with Felix.
Okay. So Felix, you toss the cricket leg in the fire and approach a stone elven the statue at this point. Yeah, the statue.
Okay.
She's frozen mid laugh. It was really funny.
All right. We'll grab the brush and salve and, like I said, gloves, goggles. I don't want to get that in your eyes.
Okay.
Apron.
Just pour the salve into the pan and just
Start scrubbing it on.
okay.
I'm washing an elephant.
No, smearing salve on a elf. Okay. Kel, well, let's finish that. So you get to the last brush, and the petrification wears off, and Haavia, you come back in mid laugh,
Ha 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 ha.
and you look to Felix holding a brush and wearing gloves.
I'll bring the brush down. Well,
Thanks, Felix.
you're welcome. You might not want to anger the parrot.
Oh.
You don't know what happened, Haavia. Because the parrot stared at you, and now Felix is in front of you.
I don't know.
No, you don't
Yeah,
know.
you just be like, ha ha, and all of a sudden you're out of it. And what
Kel
happened?
and the parrot are gone, and Felix is here.
One moment, Kel and the parrot were there, and the next moment, I'm there with a brush.
What happened?
Well, you apparently angered the parrot. The parrot turned you to stone. I applied salve with my brush here, and you're back to normal.
You got better.
Don't anger the parrot.
It's right up there with getting murdered.
Anyway, Kel's gone to see to our guest, and I'm going to return to my lab. It's Wednesday, by the way, or whatever day it is.
You're missing a day.
Sriven's Day.
Haavia.
So you're telling me I was petrified for a day?
More or less. I just really found out about it today. I didn't really leave the lab.
Well, who told you? Let me
Well-
guess.
Did you know that when you're stoned, we can't teleport to you? It's quite interesting.
I'm glad that my
You served science very well in your stone form.
I'm so glad.
Thank you for your assistance.
And
I'm curious to know how come he didn't bring me back.
Felix, you get the sudden thought that you might be able to do something with some samples from Haavia, blood tissue and the like.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
okay. You talking about what I messaged you about, or
No.
what? I'm not sure. I understand what you're saying.
Uh,
Sample, like.
samples in your potions. Vampire blood's very useful.
Oh,
You're not sure about half vampire blood, maybe. You don't know.
Okay. If you ever want to assist anymore,
I need your
could use
blood.
some vampire blood for experiments, but it's entirely up to you. Anyway, I wouldn't read too much into the whole Kel situation. He probably just couldn't turn you back from stone.
Doesn't he have that song?
Do you
What
know
song?
about that?
He has a song?
No.
She don't know about that shit.
Okay.
That seems like a bit of meta information you wouldn't have.
By my calculations, you're being extremely meta.
For all you know, he's perfectly incapable of returning you to stone, and he
Yep.
didn't know I had the salves ready to free you. So you were stone
Yep.
for a day. No big deal. You feeling all right?
Just PT.
I poke her in the shoulder. No, don't feel like stone.
Seems to be well for you. Yeah.
I'll be in my lab. I'm not sure what it is you do, but go about what you do.
Apparently, that's make everyone mad.
Well, you might want to work on that if that's what you do, I suppose.
I'm trying to work on that, but no one wants to teach me.
You haven't made me mad. Not
Well,
really.
that's one person.
We were a little flustered during the whole transformation situation with the barbecue sauce, but that was more of an
I still don't
unfortunate
want to think of that. Still
circumstance.
feel bad about that.
Right. It was frightening and interesting at the same time.
Interesting.
Oh,
For you? I saw the only person who was going to teach me anything, and he turned to that.
I'm sure
His
not
arm shriveled up.
who would is willing to teach you anything. Keep your chin up. Plenty of time. No rush. Take your time.
No, I'm
Right.
sure I've got nothing but time anymore.
Well, what were you doing out here anyway? Before you were so suddenly turned to stone.
I was complimenting the parrot. I said he was a man of many feathers. Now he's all feathers.
So you just
I look
came out
around
here.
to see if the parrot's around.
You came out here to compliment the parrot or insult the parrot. That was your sole purpose for being here.
No, I actually came over here. I was going to ask about this word, and Kel so gratefully helped me with the word.
Oh, there you go. Cal was helping you. See, more than one person was willing to help you.
But that was graciously. But it's never mind.
And she just goes over the table. I just need to sit anything for a few.
Nods. I'll be in my
I
lab.
hate boats.
Why boats? Why do you hate boats? What's wrong with boats?
You don't
Aside
see
from the fact that they're rickety and wavy. Well, you know, we're not on a boat now. You realize this isn't a boat, right?
I know this isn't a boat.
Okay.
But you also realize that there's like 16 friggin' pirates on there that are all bloodthirsty wanting to kill Kel. I don't know why, but I feel like I have to help them.
To know us.
you have to help them.
I find it funny that you, of anyone, would call anybody bloodthirsty.
Did you want that vampire blood now or next century?
He just winks. You see, jokes don't always feel good now, do they?
Thanks for teaching me something new.
He nods. Starts heading back to his
Cue
lab.
the reading rainbow symbol. And now you know.
Because knowledge is power.
Welcome, kids. The moral of today's story.
Okay. With that, Kel, you headed up. Why don't we pick up with you and the princess next time?
Sure.
Sound good to you?
Yep.
So we can kind of wrap it up here, and then do you have all of how many days at sea we've been so far, right? Your official timekeeper.
We're going to talk about that.
Okay, good.
Okay. Okay, everybody. Thanks for watching. That's it for this week. We'll be back sometime. Stay tuned. And if you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. You'll know when the next episode posts. And of course, leave us a comment because we love reading those. Bye for now.
See you sometime.